In today's automotive environment, there's a lot of uncertainty about who will be around next week, next month, or next year. One thing's for sure, Grouse Chevrolet will be here to service your automotive needs. The service department and staff are not only factory trained, but you've come to know as part of the community. They'll gladly perform a visual inspection of your vehicle and let you know what needs to be done now or can wait until later. Trust your automotive investment to the people you know and trust at Grouse Chevrolet. Call or stop by Growl right now.
It's Growl right now.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Good morning, sports fans. Logan County, we're lighting it up with some sports this morning. Joe Ryan with you here on the cheap seats. I've got Furniture Jake sitting over here next to me, Lloyd running the camera over there, and then we got Big Jim. He's always here. He's in charge of the cords, and then we've got Joel Vincent sitting in with us today. How you doing, Joel?
Good morning.
Joel knows a lot of knowledge about a lot of things.
No.
That's what we lean on him for.
Not true.
We lean on him. So, boys, how you doing? How's your weekend going? Getting ready for Easter?
Yeah. Ready for maybe some NASCAR. Some lacrosse, I think, is going on this weekend.
Yep. Masters next week.
Masters
next week. Yeah.
And then Tiger. We can talk some Tiger today.
Tiger. Man. Lay off a Tiger. It's, he's got problems.
He's got some things. He's got some things.
Some things going on. Well, what do we want to talk about first? Because I know where we're going.
Self-driving cars.
Let's talk about them. You're back to Tiger, aren't you?
I'm just saying. How can a guy be worth $1 billion? There are self-driving cars out there. You just push a button and it takes you from point A to point B without even touching the wheel, or paying somebody to drive you, having a shuttle service or Uber service or whatever. I mean, so many options.
It's a lot of options there. He's just not thinking correctly, I would believe.
It seems like there's a disconnect there, Joe. That's what
Yeah,
we'll
I still,
disconnect.
Though, it's got to be it's the painkillers from all the surgeries and everything that went wrong, don't you think? It's what's got him messed up. Because Tiger was always on top of things there for a long time. Had a few problems with his marital life, some, but
Did like 12 back surgeries.
So. Somebody said the other day 4 in 1 year.
4 in 1 year, yeah.
I mean, you're never getting off of pain meds if you have had 4 of those in 1 year.
And like a couple of them were like fusions, those are the big ones. So.
And then he still would try to go back out and golf.
Still try to play golf, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
They were talking about him competing in the Masters this year. I mean, I'd heard he wasn't, but at the same time, they were competing to it.
Correct. He blew a 0 on the breathalyzer.
Correct.
Yep. I mean, he wasn't alcohol.
No, they said that they did like a a test on whether he was like under narcotics or whatever, and I think they said something about his pupils were, I don't know if they get big or whatever it was, but the cop noticed he was impaired.
You know, with that being said, he did flip a vehicle.
Yes.
And when that happens, I mean, people have smacked their head off the window or the frame or whatnot. If that happens, he was concussed. It'd be the exact same stuff we were looking at.
That's true.
I mean, bloodshot eyes and everything. I mean, we've all seen a kid that's been concussed, and I guess that probably wasn't far from what he was. So maybe, who knows, maybe he was just driving down the road looking at his phone and then wasn't paying
you never
attention.
know.
Yeah.
You know, Tiger's. I've always been a fan of Tiger. He's fun to watch in his day. See, even the old highlights are good. Watch him just dominate.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Back not so long ago, if Tiger wasn't in there, nobody was watching.
It's true.
I mean, the moment he came around, he made golf cool.
He brought life back in it. That's very true. Very true. Well, Tiger going to take some time off, he said, and I hope next week at the Masters, that's not all they want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Hopefully somebody steps up and plays so well that they're not even worried about it.
Who do you think it'd be? Any ideas?
Scotty.
Yeah, it's always Scheffler, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scotty can play. Yeah, Masters is always fun. Good stuff. And as we move around in the sporting world, we had some big women's game yesterday, right? Last
Correct, yeah. UConn on South Carolina, UCLA in Texas, and both the underdogs, according to Vegas, at least won the game.
Yeah, I still don't understand. Like we were talking before the air, UCLA, they only had one loss on the year.
They were favored by, or they were getting 1.5 points.
Yeah,
which I thought was very strange.
It just, I mean, they had an awfully dominant year. I mean,
Yes.
they were just a game away from being undefeated, and I don't know. I guess if they were undefeated, they would still have been underdogs in that game, I guess.
I think Texas got hot towards the end of the year, and people just kind of, I guess, fell in love with
Riding
them.
the wave.
The headliner of the night, though, was undefeated UConn getting beat, and that wasn't that last-second shot or anything. I actually watched the game, and it was, I mean, USC was with them early, and then they just kept creeping more and more ahead, and then, of course, after the game, if people didn't see it, Connecticut coach not in the best mood, not very respectful to the South Carolina coach. They got into it at half court, which was totally unnecessary.
I feel like he's reluctant. He's trying to hold on to a torch that he believes is his, and I mean, that's my feeling behind it. And it hasn't been his for a minute now.
Yes.
You know, and it's funny how the South Carolina coach, I mean, she's been, I guess you could say, she's been dominant the last few years, and South Carolina as a team. So, I mean, it was an odd interaction, that's for sure. Definitely not a high road taken.
Speaking of UConn and coaches, by the way, side note, apparently UConn loves to hire coaches that have giant egos and personality disorders, but the men's coach, Danny Hurley, him and Gino probably couldn't walk into Jake's here. There wouldn't be enough room in here for both their egos. But got a lot of rings on their hands. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so that makes the championship matchup is when they play.
South Carolina and UCLA.
When's that?
It's usually on Sunday.
Yeah.
It'll be tomorrow, and it's usually at a weird time. I keep thinking it'll be on at night, and they stick it at like 1 in the afternoon.
I was going to say 3:30 or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
weird.
Yeah.
Which should be they should let them play at night on like a national game platform, like put it on CBS or whatever.
Wonder why they do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, TV, money, something's not right. Usually comes down to money, doesn't it?
No, no.
If you're buying furniture or anything,
That's
it
not what
just
the
comes down to money.
NCAA is about.
Yeah, so we're in 3 days from now, we'll have men's and women's basketball will have their champions, and the season will be over.
It'll be wrapped up. It'll be golf season.
Yeah, that's what Joe and I had talked about earlier in the week. Actually, we were having a conversation about it, and it's like, you know, the greatness of March Madness is how abruptly it can end, and if your team moves on, how that feeling goes with you. But then you get to the Final Four, and you're like, oh, my team's in there. If they lose, you don't remember. Like, that team's gone. If they can make it to the championship, as the fans will hold on to that loss for a long time. They can win it, they're immortal.
Yeah, true. And we dive it in there? Not yet. We dived into Illinois basketball.
I could talk for an hour, so anytime you're ready.
Real quick, championship game tomorrow, Sunday at 2:30 p.m. So,
And is it
That's
ABC or ESPN?
ESPN. It says ABC and ESPN. So,
Well, before we step into Illinois basketball, let's give some accolades to ISU basketball because they did make a nice run and then it got matched up with Auburn, which is like, how do you end up having to play Auburn?
Yeah, well,
Auburn could have been in the NCAA tournament.
they sure look like it. I mean, ISU held with them for, I don't know, the first 10 minutes of the game. It was back and forth. Auburn was ahead by, they get up by 6, and ISU hit a 3, and it was 3, 2, 1, and then they'd go on a run. And then about halfway through the first half, it was like, Auburn's got a lot of athletic dudes.
Yes.
And they keep
That's when it
jumping way
was.
high,
I was watching.
And they keep going up and down the court a million miles an hour.
Yeah, and pretty soon it was, double digits, and
Yeah.
I think they lost. I think 21 they got beat by, but they had a nice run.
That's a real rough
tournament run.
matchup. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that Auburn went to the NIT. I guess maybe because it's the younger Coach Pearl's first year. Maybe they said, just take all the experience you have. It'll help you for next year. It's your first tournament experience as a coach. Don't turn it down, because at least you'll go through it.
You got to go, and the kids want to play.
And then I saw Bruce drug Charles Barkley over there, and they sat half court. And I saw a person with an Illinois shirt on not far from Bruce Pearl. I thought, but if I was Bruce Pearl, I wouldn't sit with my back to an Illinois fan. Might end up wet.
Do you still dislike him? Everybody dislikes him.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see him, I lower the volume. Like, I don't want to hear anything he's saying.
I mean,
and he's probably a pretty intelligent basketball guy.
Well, I'm sure he is.
He's good.
I don't want to hear it.
He's a good coach, but as a person, I mean, he almost ruined Deion Thomas, Jimmy Collins, and Lou Henson's professional lives.
He did his best, yeah.
And then I heard an interview with Deion this week. I'd never heard this part. Deion said they were at somewhere like a Final Four-ish thing. I don't know if it was in Indy or where, but maybe it was New Orleans. But anyway, it was like 20 years later, Bruce Pearl approached Deion on the street and tried to talk to him, and Deion just kept walking away. And so he finally stopped, and he said, I want to apologize. And he's just like, that's 20 years too late. And then he just went on his way. And, yeah, they don't get along.
Oh, he was...
He's a bad dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was
malicious. He did some stuff that, if you look at it now, I'm kind of surprised he didn't get any charges brought up against him. You're not allowed to tape people and then alter stuff and then have people get consequences because of it.
Well, then on top of that, he goes on to his next stop, booted because of infractions. Yeah. On to his next stop, booted for infractions, and they kept hiring the guy. I'm like, what in the world?
Now he's on television announcing games.
That's what I'm saying.
CBS, I mean, give me a break.
Just
have some. I mean, it's bad enough they got freaking Chris Webber in there too, but now they got Bruce Pearl. I mean, let's just go get all the guys. Let's go get everybody that's been in trouble and done bad things. And
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't know how, I'm surprised Clark Kellogg even agreed to let that dude come on the show. Like, everybody's got to know what a not good dude. I mean, there's got to be a better choice out there than.
You would think. Yeah.
And then the funniest thing of all is, right before the season, he quits his job and get his kid the head coach and then just left. Well, he knew he was going to do that the whole time. Mm-hmm. So he left Auburn with, hey, if we don't hire this guy, we're going to lose all our recruits for the year.
And then he didn't want any of the recruits that would be like, well, I don't really want to play for him.
Right.
To leave, so.
I mean, it's a great thing to do for your kid, don't get me wrong. But when you've got that reputation of I'm a bad guy, I mean, it's just like, well, there's another thing on your list.
And then then we're just going to listen to him tell us about the game on TV.
And I bet he's coaching again next year. He'll get his kid his job.
Somebody will give him money.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere.
Yeah, he was probably already offered something if he could get out of there.
Probably in the works right now. Yeah, he's. It's kind of fitting, I guess, that the Auburn will win that, won't they?
I would think so. I thought it was really ironic. And I wonder how uncomfortable it was for Bruce. I hope it was very uncomfortable for him to have to break down the Illinois-Iowa game because he was working at when he tried to get the Illinois program, pretty much shut down. And so now he's got to sit here. He knows what he did at Iowa. He knows all the Illinois people are watching, and so he's like overpraising Illinois just because. You could say everything you want, dude. Illinois people are never going to like you.
They're not going to like you.
No. I muted him. I couldn't hear a word he said.
Now, I'm not a very good dresser. You guys know that, so certainly shouldn't be talking about the way someone else is dressed. But did Coach Pearl on the sidelines, was he wearing a hoodie?
I don't know. I've noticed that he's the only one usually on set on the whole desk. He has no tie on and the shirt unbuttoned, and everybody else is in a suit.
I'm talking about his son that was coaching. Looked
Baby.
like he had on a hoodie.
Oh, I see.
I was just kind of like, I mean, nothing wrong with a hoodie.
It's the NIT.
There's nothing wrong with a hoodie if you're, if it's cold and windy and you need to cover up. But I mean, I think you're in a pretty
Belichick
controlled. Well, Belichick's a little different, and so's football.
Expectations and the NIT is not here. It's closer to here.
It's good for those guys to get in.
Oh, it is. I mean, I'm surprised many of the players want to do it.
Man.
I mean, they don't have to. And why, if you're thinking of if you're going to jump in that transfer portal, why would you risk anything?
Maybe they tied some NIL money to if you go to the postseason and everybody's going to get, and so they said, all right, well, we'll go.
Yeah,
could be.
I mean, that's a possibility. Well, I mean, the schools and the conference will bring home a little bit of something for it. I know that if you make the championship, but yeah.
Well, I thought Auburn did it just to prove a point. We're going to go in here and win this thing, and
for a first-year coach,
it
could give him some momentum. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea for him, and considering the position he's in, I think that's good. Now, I'm sure if Bruce was still there, they would have said, yeah, we're not going to the NIT. Well, they probably wouldn't have been in the NIT because, like I said, he is a pretty good X and O coach. It's just you can't stand to hear him talk about it.
Well, we're going to take our first break, and we're going to come back and jump into Illinois basketball. And if you'd like to call in and give us your opinion or got some questions for us, give us a call at 217-871-4930. There you go. All right, you're on the cheap seats. We'll be right back.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
I love some fresh snow, but nothing clears my mind like fresh air. So I like to go on walks to reground myself. Love, you're mine.
In today's automotive environment, there is a lot of uncertainty about who will be around next week, next month, or next year. One thing's for sure, Grouse Chevrolet will be here to service your automotive needs. The service department and staff are not only factory trained, but you've come to know as part of the community. They'll gladly perform a visual inspection of your vehicle and let you know what needs to be done now or can wait until later. Trust your automotive investment to the people you know and trust at Grouse Chevrolet. Call or stop by Grouse right now.
It's Growl right now.
Shop local.
Shop local.
Shop local.
We've all heard the messages, shop local. But if you're a local business, do you advertise local? We're WLCN, your local FM radio station. And all those reasons for shopping local, like contributing to the local economy and working with local individuals who live, work, and spend right here, those same things apply to WLCN. We're the radio station publicizing upcoming fundraisers for local community groups, interviewing local individuals about local issues on locally produced programs, and offering live video streams of local events. But the only way we can provide such programming is through advertiser support. So before you hop online to catch the latest trend and deal with folks based in who knows where, find out what WLCN can do for you. Email us at advertise@WLCNonline.com or call 217-648-5510 to learn more. Support the local economy. Be sure to shop local. And if your business wants to reach a local audience, be sure to advertise local.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
This is Tom McCarthy for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you're listening to Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM with Joe, Jake, and
That was good. Nice intro, Jim. Way to bring us in. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. We're out here at Furniture Jake's where you can come out today and make it your own. And he does have this furniture priced to move. Some of it moves itself. I've been watching it.
It does actually.
It moves towards the door.
You push a button and it'll auto glide you.
If you haven't came out here and
auto glide,
if you haven't came out here and sit in that auto recliner over there, you have to do it. Just take a little off. Nothing's going outside today. Come on out. Take turns sitting in that recliner
Come on out.
chair.
We got a couple of them set up here. I think we may have sold out of the one, but we got more of them coming. But they're
cool.
still up front. Just push a button, and even if you're reclined, you can still glide. So smooth. Plus, it has a massaging motor that just won't quit.
It's very cool.
Actually, that was a lie. It quits every 20 minutes, and then you have to restart it. But whatever.
It does quit after 20 minutes.
After 20 minutes.
I was noticing that when I was in it. It was like, what? What's happened? Somebody unplug it?
Joe's here 2 weeks ago. His back's killing him, so he goes up there and sits in that chair and doesn't want to get up because he was.
I pushed the button twice.
He was in the good spot.
Yeah. You know, well, Illinois winning and stuff, I went back and watched the Chiefs' last dance.
You know what? Something I was going to ask. How many views do you think the Chief got this week?
A lot.
Millions.
It was. You know what? That was so special. That was so fun. I mean, you know, just something big for the University of Illinois.
I remember the first game I went to with my dad. Now, my dad was a huge Illini fan. Had never been to a game, and I think I was probably about 20, 21 years old when we went. And when the Chief came out, I mean, Dad's like, it was even better than what I thought.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was it, man.
I mean, that was the top of his Illini experience his entire life.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
I used to go there a lot with my dad. We had season tickets for a long time, and every halftime, when Chief came out, no one left until he was done, and then when he left, it was like a mad dash to the bathroom for about 8,000 people.
Everyone stayed.
Yep.
It's very cool.
Oh,
think they ever get that back?
No.
It was such a tribute to the Indian heritage and whatnot, and they disbanded it because
I don't understand it all.
Of people's feelings, It's like, what in the world that didn't have anything to do with them. So it's a funny deal.
But then we just talked about how you can let Weber and some of these other guys come on the come on the TV and talk.
Bruce Pearl.
Pearl and not Weber.
Weber's a nice guy.
No, Weber's a good dude. I'm talking about the Michigan guy. Who else is on there?
Michigan guy.
Oh yeah, Weber.
Oh, Chris Weber.
Chris Weber.
I thought you meant Bruce Weber.
Chris Weber.
Sorry, my bad.
No.
Yeah.
But we can't
Bruce
do
Weber,
that.
I just can't stand his voice.
Yeah, I know.
I tell you what, he did it for the Illini for a few years. I'm just like, man, he's a tough listen.
He's let his hair go. Have you seen him on some of these late night Big Ten after show post game? I mean, he's got like a big, thick mop of hair now.
He's a good dude.
Not like Jake Davis, but it's for Bruce. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, you're right.
So as we move on into this Illinois game, where do you want to start? Should we talk about last week first?
Sure.
Because let's talk about the shot. Heard around the world.
For Illinois?
No. We're just talking about the tournament last weekend. The biggest thing that went on last weekend. Illinois won, of course, but the shot. UConn, the shot to beat Duke. That was unbelievable play.
They had the ball in the guy you expect's hands. They got it to Boozer, and he lost his mind. The first thing he does is turn and jump in the air. Like, you had a dribble. Like, you could have went towards the other team's hoop if you wanted, even. I mean, you could have done anything.
You could have done anything but that.
Could have just held there and wrapped the ball up and made him foul you.
And as big as he is, I mean, they're not taking it from him. But instead, he turns and jumps in the air to make a pass. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean,
it's the only way UConn could win.
And isn't he literally the only way they can win? And isn't he supposed to be maybe the number one draft?
Well, that's his brother. The younger one is the one that turned the ball over.
Okay.
Caden. Cameron's the one that's was going to be player of the year. I don't know if he will anymore or not, but but both Cameron had I think 4 turnovers the second half. I mean, he was part of that letting UConn come back
in it. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what was talked about in that huddle, but surely, I mean, if John Shire didn't go over what to do when the ball gets to you, just stand there, then that's a huge problem. And if he did, then why didn't anybody listen to him?
No, I was just say John Shire had to tell them that.
But you'd hope so. But I mean, he looked lost after the game.
And they had a few.
Shire looked like he didn't even know where he was after the game.
Well, he just got shot.
No.
They had a few games this year where it was close like that at the end. I mean, it's not like they were blowing everybody out all year long.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some tight games, and boy, you wouldn't have known it during that. But I guess the pressure's a little bit different.
And I'm a Duke fan. And I had to clap.
Really?
When that kid hit
we had no idea, Joe.
When that kid hit it, it was like, what a shot.
Oh.
Well, the coaching disparity there really played out in the end. I mean, you got the best coach in college basketball, bar none, period, in a sentence, against a guy that
he'll tell you.
He will. And he's not
I
wrong.
like him, too.
He, against a guy that was very young. His first coaching job is at probably the biggest program in the country, and yeah, he learned under Coach K, but Coach K had several seasons where they mysteriously wandered out in the first or second round when they weren't supposed to. But I just think Danny Hurley, in the end, I mean, the first half, I was the most confused I've ever been watching UConn. I've never seen Dan Hurley get out-coached or look like he doesn't know what he's doing. They were lost the first half. Mm-hmm. Every time I looked up, I was like, why is Mullins, like a 190-pound freshman, why is he always standing next to Cameron Boozer, who's 6'8" and 250? And he just kept going up and scoring. I thought, this is Danny Hurley, what are we doing? Well, the second half, all that ended.
Yeah, it changed.
And
halftime.
then UConn came out and punched him in the mouth repeatedly.
You know who's the unsung hero in this, and I don't even know his name or what his number is.
Okay.
But you talk about how Boozer panicked and caught that and did it. You know, when that ball was tipped and it went to the middle of the court, you know, all hell's breaking loose.
Yes.
And what's the kid's name? At Grant?
Alex Caravan?
Yeah.
For UConn?
No, who's the kid who made a shot?
Oh, Mullins.
Mullins. Yeah, Mullins grabbed that loose ball and threw it to that guy.
To Caravan, yeah.
And that guy, how calm and cool was he to just, I think he may have dribbled once or took a step and just a nice little bounce pass back to him so he could take his jump shot. You know, that he could have panicked and just went, "Oof, I'm putting it up."
Well, when you're 40 years old, you got plenty of experience.
A little more mature than the rest of the kids.
Yeah, he's like, it's like a line from one of my favorite 80s movies, Better Off Dead, when the guy says, I've been going to this high school for 8.5 years. I'm no dummy, right? I mean, he's been at UConn for 20 years, Caravan. He better not panic. That guy looks like a guy from Michigan. He's going to be 24, sixth year. Well, of course he's good. If you went and put me out at the junior Railer first grade, I'd probably look pretty good too right now. Well, I'd hope so.
You guys could win the regional title or something.
I think the five of us could take the junior Railer League title. And if anybody wants to challenge us, that's fine. But if you're over 8 years old, we're out.
Listen, I think Lloyd is on the same page as me. We're only staying on one end of the court.
Yeah.
Well, they only play half court at that age, I think.
Okay, so. Perfect.
And it's not the defensive side because we know you want to shoot.
I'm going down the other end and block every shot I can. I'll be honest
I was
with
going
you.
to say, I mean, I might be on the defensive side,
Yeah. I'm going to turn into Big Z. And
You're
going to
make him pay, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, not the draw is that.
My triple-double will be 40 blocks, 20 turnovers, and 20 steals.
But not a dunk.
Not a lot of points. I could take the ball from a little kid, no problem. That doesn't mean I could shoot, so. But yeah, so anyway, you're right, Joe. Caravan could have easily taken that shot.
Or just forced it up.
Yeah.
No, I'm out of time.
Yes.
And he was just a nice, calm little bounce pass back to him, hit him perfect. He pulled up, and then you got to hit the shot.
Well, you say that,
it's incredible.
But he's 15 feet behind the three-point arc. I mean, that was a bomb.
Well, I know, but
like, wow.
Caravan's shot was going to be closer.
It was, yeah.
He bounced past it backwards to him.
Yeah,
it'll go. I mean, yeah, we'll watch it forever, but it was cool. And now Mullins is Mr. Basketball for the state of Indiana, and there'll be a big crowd there cheering for him. That's a feel-good story.
Yeah, they said there was a lot of people at their open practice yesterday.
Well, UConn travels well anyway. I mean, it's the Final Four. All the teams are going to travel well, but
it better be about 4-1 Orange over everybody.
They had something saying $5 tickets for a big group of Illinois fans or something.
$5 tickets.
$5 tickets, and they were selling them to Indiana fans or Illinois fans. I said, you know what? If Underwood came out with a $5 ticket deal and a $5 beer deal, write-in candidate for governor. I'm telling you right now, and it's a landslide.
Heck, we could have maybe had the cheap seats over there.
Yeah.
For that cheap.
No, Jim doesn't have that in the budget.
Travel. Oh, I forgot about travel. Well, we'd be on our own for the travel expenses. You'd give us $10 each, one for beer,
Here you go,
one
boys.
to get in.
Here you go, boys.
That's pretty fun.
I know it's probably going to talk about the Iowa game, and everybody says, oh, Illinois had the easiest path there. In my mind, Illinois had the toughest game to get to the Elite Eight by playing Houston at Houston.
I was going to say,
I don't think anybody else came close. Yeah, they played Iowa the next game, but they had to beat the team to get there.
Is there a better defensive team in NCAA basketball than Houston? I don't.
Not year in and year out. No.
No, I mean they're tough. Illinois got them on a night that we got them, but I mean you could play them 5 more times and Houston could have won 3 of them. I
think we caused a lot of what was going on with them. I don't think people aren't ready, other than Michigan that we played this year. When they take the floor, they're just this positional size. It's just ridiculous. And I mean, Fleming's quick and a good player, but okay, so you're quicker than Keaton and you go around him. You still got 2 7-footers waiting back behind you. So
I feel like Merkovich. I feel like he's had a big tournament. Like he's, especially in the first half of the games, he's a force multiplier. Really, I mean he's good.
He might be the most important player overall on the whole team, just because he does so much and he's so versatile. Now we can say, well, Keaton. Obviously, I know Keaton, but Keaton, I don't see Keaton posting people up. I don't see Keaton the next play after posting somebody up and doing a left-hand hook shot, pulling up and shooting a 3, and then going back down in the post and scoring again. I mean, Keaton does a lot, but Markovich does, and his passing, he's a big, so he can drag a big out there, and then the few times where we look in, that leaves Tommy maybe one-on-one or whoever, and they can post up. Or what's really happening more is he's dragging a guy out, and then if Andre's in, you get it, the big's out of the lane, Andre's going down to the lane.
Oh, yeah.
And you're not stopping him either.
No. And he sets good screens, and defensively he's tough, and if he's coming from the help side, boy, that's a big fella to be coming over and getting your back. So
he's a big dude.
But the difference in the last every game in the tournament really, they weren't close to. If you notice, the second half of games, Illinois is just pummeling people.
Yeah.
The Houston game very close at halftime. The Iowa game very close at halftime. Second half, like Illinois is averaging 32 points a game, or per half in the first half. Second half, they're averaging almost 50 points a game. So that tells you, to me, well, it tells me at least, the staff is making adjustments at halftime. Otherwise,
That's why you have halftime.
Why would the first half be much different? Now, that's something I've waited for a long time, and it's happened in every game, I feel like, in this tournament. And Illinois, as I got this written down here, they're the fourth best second half point differential for any team going into the Final Four in the history of the NCAA tournament. In other words, only 3 teams have had more points accumulated in just the second half of games in Illinois, which again, to me, points directly to coaching strategy changes at halftime and adjustments. So defensively, they've been pretty good. Offensively, I think it was Iowa game in the second half. The first 2 possessions, I believe, were post-ups for Visich for buckets. So then I was like, that's not good. And then everything opened up.
Yeah. It's a it is good. Well, so what do you think of the game? What's our keys for us to win the game?
Before we go there, one more thing about Iowa. Did you guys, and this is nuts, the second half, when we talk about how good a defense Illinois is playing on adjustments, how many 2-point baskets for the whole second half, how many 2-point baskets did Iowa make?
No idea.
1. That's
in the
nuts.
entire second half?
1 2-point basket. That's crazy. Threes and free throws was it.
Wow.
That tells you the lane was closed. Don't bother coming down here.
Yeah. We've got traffic blocked.
Yeah, that's nuts. And the free throw, I don't remember the free throw one. The amount of free throws they've allowed their opponents to shoot, I could be wrong. I bet it's less than single digits for all 4 games. Not total. Like, averaging maybe 2.5 a game at the most.
Wow.
That's nuts. I think Houston only shot 2 free throws the whole game. And they love to post up and get to the free throw line. Took that away from them. And I believe we're the number 1 team in the country as far as the fewest amount of fouls committed. So we don't foul you. We're not going to send you to the line. We're not going to let you score at their end. Basically, what we say is, you want to shoot mid-range jump shots like Sanak from Houston? You want to shoot that baseline 20 times? Knock yourself out, because you're only going to make 2 or 3 of them. And then everything else is just, and they just shut Houston's water completely off.
They've rebounded well, too.
Yep.
So well in the tournament.
So, yeah, sorry, Joe. So back to today.
No, but I was going to pop over to the other one before we really went to Illinois. So let's talk about Arizona, Michigan. A lot of people say that's the championship game, because of those 2 schools, and they're both good.
Arizona's favored in it slightly.
Yes. But no, I'm sorry. Michigan's 1.5.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Okay. And seems like most of the analysts that are picking Arizona. A heavy majority.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I mean, so far, it's hard to say the Big Ten wasn't easily the best conference in
you have
the country.
Yeah,
and
sure.
size-wise, Michigan and Illinois size-wise are a problem, and part of the problem Illinois has with Michigan is they don't walk out and they're way bigger than them. That's strange for Illinois because they're usually way bigger than everybody, and so that's a problem Arizona's gonna have to deal with. But Michigan's gonna have to deal with the fact that Arizona's got about 4 NBA prospects on the floor, and they're freshmen. They have 3 freshmen that don't look like freshmen. We have 2, but they have 3.
So who would you rather play?
Oh, Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, I would rather play Duke, and I'd rather play Arizona.
Yeah, if you're Illinois, I'd say Arizona.
Just because at least I know size-wise, it's not going to be even. We're going to have that. And like I said, Michigan's got their best players, thinking about getting an AARP card. So that when you're a grown guy at 23 years old like Lindenberg and you can physically dominate. I mean, that's what they did the first game. If you watch it, Lindenberg just went and just beat the crap out of Keaton every chance he got and talked to him the whole time he did it. So, I mean, I would love to play them again as far as getting revenge, but if you ask me in my heart of hearts, I want any part of them.
Yeah. I was at that game. Michigan looked good.
I don't want to play them. Because number one, I'd love it if they just didn't even get the championship game first off. But
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if we get there, Illinois there won't be anybody picking them on it. And
right.
I really like the idea of getting revenge for '89.
I would love it, but I'd also then, if it goes the other way, now that's a third thing that goes like '89, right? They got us, and they embarrassed us this year on our home court, and then to lose the national championship to them, I probably would need to go to rehab myself.
You and Tiger.
Yeah.
Well, at least the Big Ten would be taking home a fine little purse if that happened.
If it's them, I don't count it. No. I just vacate it then.
Vacate it?
Yeah.
We're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to break down this game for you and tell us, it's Joel's going to tell us about what's Illinois got to do to win this game. All right, you're on the cheap seat. Stay with us.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
I love some fresh snow, but nothing clears my mind like fresh air. So I like to go on walks to reground myself. Love, you're mine.
In today's automotive environment, there's a lot of uncertainty about who will be around next week, next month, or next year. One thing's for sure, Grouse Chevrolet will be here to service your automotive needs. The service department and staff are not only factory trained, but you've come to know as part of the community. They'll gladly perform a visual inspection of your vehicle and let you know what needs to be done now or can wait until later. Trust your automotive investment to the people you know and trust at Grouse Chevrolet. Call or stop by Grouse right now.
It's Growl right now.
Shop local.
Shop local.
Shop local.
We've all heard the messages, shop local. But if you're a local business, do you advertise local? We're WLCN, your local FM radio station. And all those reasons for shopping local, like contributing to the local economy and working with local individuals who live, work, and spend right here, those same things apply to WLCN. We're the radio station publicizing upcoming fundraisers for local community groups, interviewing local individuals about local issues on locally produced programs, and offering live video streams of local events. But the only way we can provide such programming is through advertiser support. So before you hop online to catch the latest trend and deal with folks based in who knows where, find out what WLCN can do for you. Email us at advertise@WLCNonline.com or call 217-648-5510 to learn more. Support the local economy. Be sure to shop local. And if your business wants to reach a local audience, be sure to advertise local.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
This is Lauren Wallace, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Scott on 96.3 FM.
Lauren Wallace got involved. Welcome back to Cheap Seats. We're out at Jake's Furnishing. First, Jake's sitting here, and Joel Vincent, and let's kind of break down this game. This is something you like to do, Joel. So, what's the key to this game tonight?
Ooh, I've got this one, Joel. Illinois needs to have more points at the end of the game than UConn. And if we do, we're going to pull this one out, guys.
What if there's overtime?
Still, at the end of the game,
it's still they've got to have more.
You have to have more points. I mean, that's the key.
No matter how many overtimes.
Doesn't matter how many. I mean, it could be 6, 7 of them even.
Thank you, Jake. There's a reason that we're talking to Joel about this.
They don't call me the best color guy in the business.
Well, I think the first thing I'm concerned about is the start of the game. Last time we played, a couple times we played UConn, and what happened against both Houston and Iowa hasn't been the most, spectacular first half starts. Can't look up and be down 12-2 to UConn. This is in Iowa, so it's important that at that first TV timeout, the game is we're not already like what's going on. So that's number one. Number two. We need to remind UConn how big we are constantly. Terrace Reed is very good, and Caravan, even though he's more of a guard or shooting forward, he's 6'10".
Jeez.
We need to go in and say, hey, we've got 4 guys that are 6'10" or bigger, or whoever's on the floor, it doesn't matter. So that's the first thing and if we do that, that'll take care of the rebounding. We obviously need to win. I don't think we'll have a big issue with winning the rebounding battle. First half, though, we are going to have to find some offense. It's great to make adjustments, but you're going against, in my opinion, I told you guys off there, I think he's the best coach in college basketball, not only X's and O's and game adjustments, but the culture that he's built there is just
I agree.
unparalleled.
Like
now, we can talk about, he's a little bit of a jerk or a lot bit of a jerk and all that, but I'm talking about during the game, there's one guy I didn't want to play this whole tournament, or one team only. Well, two really, but for different reasons. One was, I'm sorry, UConn. The other been Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
One, Michigan, obviously, I don't need to get into that, but UConn, I did not want to deal with Dan Hurley. I mean, he's just flat out owned us every time we've played him lately, and it hasn't really even been competitive. Remember the 30-0 run?
My land. Was that last year? 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Was
That was
Terrence Shannon's
unbelievable.
team. Obviously, they were great. Best team in the country easily. We just happened to catch them at the wrong part of the tournament. But against us earlier this year, I mean, the game was over by halftime.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good. Now we're a different team. Obviously, Keaton played like 14 minutes. I think Petrovic had 20-some minutes, so that guy didn't even see the floor now.
Yeah.
So it's different. And Keaton wasn't the point guard. Kylan was at that time. So those are all different things. I do think we're the better team. We're bigger. I think we should win the game if you take the coaches and just move them to the side. When they add the coaches back in, until we beat Hurley, I just have a hard time saying, oh, yeah, Illinois is going to win, because I haven't seen us beat that guy.
So what do you think Hurley will try to take away from us? He's gonna have he's done.
I mean,
something.
that's the one thing about him. He, in my opinion, he is one of the best, if not the best, coach in the NCAAs that makes adjustments. I mean, if it ain't working, he fixes it.
I would imagine they're going to come out and put 2 on the ball when Keaton has it. They're going to try to get the ball out of his hands. So it's going to be very important that, depending on who's on the floor, if Jake's guy comes to help, then Jake's got to be open, and we got to get him the ball and see if he can loosen that up. Personally, if it was me, if they send 2 guys to the ball and they keep doing it, Stojakovic is coming in immediately. You send 2 guys to the ball,
Fine.
2 points.
Yeah.
So that's number one. We've had that happen to us before. If you guys remember that little team named Loyola that came out and doubled Io every time he brought the ball up the floor, and we just couldn't figure out what to do?
Yeah.
Can't have that happen today. That's the kind of stuff I worry about with this guy. They're going to be really physical with Keaton. They're going to try to physically and mentally probably break him. And I don't think they will be able to do that. He's a pretty tough kid now. The first time we played them, not tough. He looked really
He was a kid.
Yeah, he looked like fish out of water, but now we're past that. So those are the things I see. If I'm UConn, I'm definitely going to test some people. I don't think I'd test Merck, but if I could get Terrace Reed up against either of like the Ivasiches or even Jake, I'm going to try to get some fouls on Illinois' big guys and try to get some of that size out of the way.
I think that's the only thing that worries me is if we get in foul trouble.
The thing I like, if they take Keaton away and Andre's playing good and Mark is Mark, I mean, we're still going to be okay. Because Mark can put up 20 and 15. And again, we don't foul. So if UConn wastes their time trying to get us in foul trouble, and that's taken up away from their game plan, that's okay too. But I don't want to look up and this be like after the game say, we haven't had anybody in foul trouble all year. How did 3 of our guys foul out? Type stuff. Because he works the referees. Like him and Izzo just don't leave the referees alone. At all. To the point where it's
I
like
think top 3 are those 2 and Coach Al.
I think twice this year Danny Hurley has physically touched a ref during the game. No suspensions or anything. He went chest to chest with one and he headbutted one accidentally.
That's very Coach Al-esque.
Yeah. So, you can get that guy wound up, but he still is able to somehow bring it back and coach. So, it would be nice if our 3-point shooting had come back around. I'd love that. I mean, we haven't been terrible, but there's stretches during the year where we're all like, this is like watching the Globetrotters. I mean, everybody's hitting from 3, and then we throw it in, and we can attack the basket and all that. So I'm hoping one of these games will be the game where our 3-point shooting returns.
Yeah, we're going to have the I think that's definitely, we're going to have the threes go down.
I think Boswell's going to be an interesting matchup in this game. Yeah. I mean, nobody's really talked about him, but he's kind of tough, but he's very gritty, and he likes to stick his nose in there. So, I mean, I think he's going to be something that could be a factor for Illinois today.
I think they'll put him on Silas Ball, and then I think they'll probably have Keaton stick with Demery. I would really like it. The one thing UConn had going the whole game that Duke really couldn't stop, including Boozer, was they kept posting up Terrace Reed, and he was just tearing them up. We have to not let that happen. Now, it's a big difference. I know Cameron Boozer's probably going to win Player of the Year, but he's 6'7". It's a little different when there's a 7'1" guy and a 7'2" guy next to him and a 6'9" guy that's 260
Absolutely.
pounds. So, and to be honest with you, I can't believe a year ago I would have never said this, but Benham Rickhouse is playing some really good defense.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, no, 100%.
That's crazy.
And if he hits, I mean, he doesn't have to hit a whole bunch.
No.
But if he hits a couple threes, boy, that offense looks so smooth.
Those are the games you know we're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's throwing up 2 or 3 threes and they're just splash.
It doesn't have to be very many.
Right.
Just a couple. Boy, that changes the
Loosens it all
dynamic
up.
of the game.
If you can get, let's say, if 2 or 3 guys can just hit A3 early in the game, Andre is just going to destroy them down the lane because they are going to have to. I mean, what are you going to do if Tommy at 7'1" is hitting and Mark's out there hitting? You have to send your bigs out there, otherwise they'll beat you. And then when you do, it's just going to be a 2-point fest for Andre.
Yeah, Andre's had a nice tournament as well, and coming off the bench, which is something earlier in the year you wouldn't have thought.
No.
You know? I mean,
Well, I think he's their highest paid NIL guy, and he's coming off the bench, and it's working. I mean, that second unit has been a real pick-me-up, mostly because of him. I mean, I'm tempted. I kind of wish he was starting, but it's nice to have that. They get used to the way we play, and then all of a sudden, here comes this attack dog off the bench.
somebody that's a totally different.
And he hits some shots that are nuts. Like, oh, that was a good take, but it went in. Right?
No, you're 100%
He is
right.
great at making tough shots.
Awkward and
Just
off
not at
balance
threes.
and everything else. Yeah.
Hopefully,
Man, if he hits a couple threes, like, well, all right.
if Illinois can get him back next year, I'd almost talk about investing in like that. His name Will Patton, the guy that was the Bulls shooting coach that fixed Io shot. Pay that guy a couple $1 million per year to come in and help all your guys. Because next year, if you get everybody back but Keaton and Kylan, and they just got a 5-star commitment yesterday.
Yeah.
6'4" guard out of St. Louis. That's a 26th ranked player in the whole country. And then the other guy they got coming in is a 6'8" combo guard that's like a top 40 player in the country. So
they get another kid from over there again.
I'm sure there will be.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get everybody back except for Kylan and Keaton, and you're going to add a couple 4 and 5 stars, and they're going to probably go. They may go get the number 1 point guard transfer in the country at NIL. Who knows what they'll do? They should be great next year.
I still think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but if he should, since this tournament, I think he's plugged himself into the NBA, and I think he is the exact kind of center they're looking for. Quick, shoots threes, can do a little bit down low as well. Plays solid defense.
He will.
He needs some more weight on him, but
and he could go. Here's the thing, though. I think Jake, at the beginning of the year, he was projected late first round, and half the season, Tommy wasn't very good. Let's be honest. But he coming off a really bad injury to his ankle and then his knee, and he was sick. So it took him till like January before he started even getting in shape. The thing I would say why he might come back is, if you get a second-round draft pick, that's not guaranteed money, and it's not a lot of money. He'll get 5, 6, maybe 10 times more money playing at Illinois than he would in the NBA next year.
Thanks
So why
to the
not?
NIL.
Why not take that chance? Because a second round draft pick, you're not going to get $3 or $4 million bucks. You're not even guaranteed to make the roster.
yeah.
Whereas, come back, Fletcher for strength and conditioning. Obviously, the coaches know what they're doing. You're in the national spotlight. We'll get you back up into the first round, and now you get a guaranteed contract where you'll be making maybe 3 years at $5 million bucks a year instead of maybe $1 million bucks a year going in the second round. That's why I think part of why college basketball is great now. What's on the court, not how they get there, and it's going to be great is. Yaxel Lindenberg. I joke about him being 30 years old. He's 24. He's 23, excuse me. He's a grown dude, and he's getting paid millions of dollars. Why rush to the NBA? Now, look at him now. Everybody knows him. He's going to be a top first-round pick. That's what Tommy needs to do. Same for Mark. Come back next year. There are teams that are going to want Mark in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's like, if you took Jokic and made him about 4 inches shorter, he's not that good, but that's his game. He can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot threes, he can take you down the block. I mean, that guy's going to get paid. Boswell is going to be on an NBA roster. He's going to be a second-round pick probably, but he'll play somewhere. I mean, they got Andre. If Andre got a three-point shot, he might be a first-round pick. But there's plenty. Take the ball to hold in the NBA. There's plenty of room. Look at Io. Look at Io.
Still making it.
Io is the best player in the NBA at taking the ball to the hoop and scoring, period. And, by the way, Io's about to get paid because he traded to Minnesota, and Edwards got hurt, and he's throwing up like 20 points a night, and he's going to be a free agent. He's going to probably go from the kid we all loved at Illinois to $25 million a year.
Good for him.
Yeah. It's great,
like
and
that.
now you got Io, you got Will Riley, who by the way is doing unbelievably well.
He's having a nice year.
Kasper Shekchonis leads all NBA rookies in three-point shooting. It's not even close. Which I hear that and I was like, all right, wait a minute.
How's that even possible?
Okay, I saw you for a year. You weren't the best three-point shooting player on our team.
He liked to throw him up though.
He sure did. He's shooting 44%.
He's working on it.
That's 44% from three is really good.
He was never shy about pulling that trigger, that's for sure.
So Illinois' got a great line of guards that they're developing going to the NBA. That's why that kid that signed with us yesterday, he was going to go to Wake Forest, but from what I heard, they called and said, "We want to be part of what you guys got going on. Are you still interested?" And of course, we were like, "Yeah, yeah, we are."
We're gonna have to decommit somebody.
Yeah.
Well, it should be interesting. ILL can get the W tonight.
Go Arizona.
Future's still looking bright.
We need Arizona, Illinois in that championship. Arizona, Illinois.
If they lose, obviously I'm going to be disappointed. I don't want it to be a look up and say, well, how did they beat you 80-55? How did it all fall apart? You know what I mean? Just give us a good game. Don't send me out on a 30-0 run this year.
Yeah.
Please.
Again, you know what? Yeah, just that was unbelievable.
Where are you watching the game at tonight, Joel?
At home, and I told you guys off the air I will not be watching it on a certain streaming app because that was bad luck. So I'll watch it on my regular TV. And
thank you for realizing that you had jinxed Illinois.
Yes.
Soon enough that they could make adjustments, and
I did. And so for what I told everybody, I watched the game. I found out that if you watch the games on through HBO at the Sweet 16 level and forward, you can actually watch the game in 4K. So I had never done that for an Illinois game, and so I did it for the Iowa game, and it was 12-2. And
it looks amazing, though.
I shut the app off. I said some very not nice words, and I'll never watch another basketball game on there again.
The 4K experience it's nice to watch.
Unbelievable.
It's really nice.
But when you're seeing red and you're so mad, there's like froth coming out of your mouth.
Yep.
Doesn't look too good to me.
But, this is the exact reason I never wear orange. I'm telling you, it's bad luck. Illinois has never won if I had orange on, ever.
Well, you stay.
This goes back to when I was 5 years old watching with my dad.
I don't even want you to eat an orange. Be done with it.
Yep. Not even going to have them in the house.
Oh, good.
I'm probably going to go up to a little local place here, a little fine establishment. I'm going to be up there at the Copper and Oak, if you will.
There you go, Copper and Oak.
Yeah, I hear they're going to have the game on, TVs on. There'll be listen, the best part about it is if you look over this shoulder, you'll see the game about 2 minutes ahead of this game. But just pay attention to one game.
It's tough to get the streaming correct.
Don't look at two games at once because you're going to get a little bit behind, unless you're wanting to make some bets with buddies that are only watching the one TV. So,
it's streaming is a problem. Sinking everything.
It's a good time and great appetizers up there at the Copper and Oak.
We'll be
I'm sure they have drinks. I don't know about any of that.
They got drinks. I know you don't.
But they got the giant pretzels.
Pretzels are good.
I mean, fits in a dang pizza box. It's that big.
Has there been good crowds?
Oh yeah. Good. You know, a lot of people go out to cheer on Illinois.
Oh yeah, no,
it's fun. It's fun when it's your team playing.
It is.
So then after that big victory, we can hang out a little bit longer and watch Michigan get romped.
Yeah, you know that's the way it'll be too. I'll watch both of them anyway. But a lot of Illinois fans, you win that game, we win this game, you're definitely sticking around. You want to see who we're playing.
Better believe it.
Yeah.
If they win, I'll even say something crazy like, you know what? I'm so happy I don't even care if Michigan wins. And then 15 minutes later, I'll say, nah, I take that back. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, I see that power forward they have on that team, and I'm thinking, I don't want him anywhere near the championship.
No.
I don't want Lindenberg anywhere near Keaton either.
Yeah?
Well, gentlemen, we're out of time. 10:05, the Cheap Seats has reached the end. I know there's a lot of disappointed fans that we're not a 2-hour show, but we are still just a 1-hour show.
Hey, Illinois wins next Saturday's show. Be crazy.
Yeah,
Illinois.
Jumping on the couches, wiping our hands on stuff.
Yeah, we're not coming to Jake's. We're at Coppernote.
Jelly donuts.
Yeah.
Glazed jelly donuts.
All right. Well, we want to thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you again next Saturday.
Good day.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. This program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN